Egg. Cat. Well, this would just be a simple beginner guide. I'll try to go over all the topics, if you started the game, things to look out for, if you even want to play the game. Um, First and foremost, even if you want to play the game, it is a long grind, it is unforgiving, there's RNG everywhere. When you want to upgrade your gear, RNG. Let me just flash you a real quick thing what I'm talking about. If I want to upgrade my gun, 1%. How many times have I tried it? 14 times. All right. It's not always that bad. Here's another gun, different one, 16%. A little bit more doable. How many times have I tried? Once. So I'm not too stressed about that one. Either way, it's a long grind. How long? As of this moment, I put in 2.6k hours into the game. Let's say a third of it's AFK. So maybe like, I can't math, like 1800 hours. Preferences aside, that's my qualifications to make this game guide after the new patch, and whether you want to like keep investing your time into playing this game. Pros, you gotta kill zombies. You know, it's fun. You gotta run around, shoot zombies, run over zombies. You're like, yeah, basically go around. Every map could be basically multiplayer, shit like that. So let's say you just started. You spawn way out over here. You meet a guy named Jimmy. He tells you how to reload. He tells you how to eject yourself. Um, Before, like, tutorial teaches you everything. Let's say you skip through tutorial and then you're complaining in chat how shit doesn't work. Well, only only things you need to know. First and foremost, if you open up your inventory, this thing right here, this infection cure shot, it cures your infections. And you have 3 levels of infections. If I go to the help menu, right here, shelter, survival, infection. 1, 2, 3. Red, they all do different things. And you use this shot to cure all 3. If you're red, the shot gives you to orange. And then use it again, it gets you to yellow. Use it again, it clears it out. Stuff like that. You can see in the top left of my screen, it's orange. I'm gonna use the shot. Bam, cleared. Uh, my infection clears, one shot clears 2 stages because of a shelter buff. Not not important. Either way, you do the quest, it brings you to this house, you talk to Jimmy, you talk to a guy named Oliver. This guy's Oliver. No, that's Raul. Ooh, this guy's Oliver. And you basically just go through the story. You know, it's gonna take you maybe a week of playing to get to 40. Uh, just want to blitz through the story. You like clear as many houses along the way. You go here, it clears out this area. You get these community centers, etc. And that's probably the fastest way to level up to 40. 40 is max level. As you can tell, I'm level 40. Side note, after level 40, you don't get these skill points anymore. You know, you only get 39 of these skill points, technically 40. We won't talk about that 40th skill point. You get 39 skill points, put it in the tree however you want. There's only 3 main skills that you really need. Whatever gun you like, you know, you like ARs, go for the ARs. Build the tree, go down to the ARs. You like shotguns, build the tree, go to the shotguns. All right, you get your max out that damage skill. I like submachine guns, max it out. Skill number 2, headshot. No matter what, you get this skill. Don't even question it. This is just pure damage. Skill 3, reload. Reload speed, it's faster uptime on your gun. It's self-explanatory. Reload, headshot, weapon damage. Everything else doesn't matter. Choose whatever you want. Read through them, have fun with it. But these 3, or these 2, in any of the bottom tiers, max them out, and you'll have a good time. This guy right here, he sells stuff. Yeah, you don't really need to buy it, but he sells gas. You run out of gas in your car, he sells it. If your car's fucked up, he sells it. You just, yeah. That's just what it is. You need to reset it, 1K Miller, easy. And if you want to sell stuff to him, you can. Ooh, I don't really got something, some trash to sell. Yeah, extra money. See, 14K off the rip, bam, done. You fucked up, you gotta buy it back, you can buy it back. Easy. So that's selling, that's your quick oh, and he repairs your guns, you know. Simple basic stuff. Select all, repair, select gun, repair, done. That's basically the whole game in a nutshell. That's all you really need to know. Any other nuances? Not really. So you do the story, you go through the modes, you start beginning area, you go through, unlock all these different communities, and you just slowly grind your way to 40. Um, as we go to, you should do these community supplies. I don't do them because my friendship level is max. You see 10, and I say you do them because of these power buffs right here. 3% assault, 3% blade, going down, sniper, pistol, going down, shotgun, blunt, etc., etc. They give damage buffs for just being friendly and giving gear materials to these vendors or to these communities. Let's say you don't have these materials, right? Like I can't find SR, which is purple. Well, we'll just go by colors. If we go by colors, there's red, purple, green, whites. Whites. Let's say you don't have any purple materials. You know, I can't donate purple materials. I need it. I want to craft all this stuff. Easy for you. You could just all this crap you don't need, just decomp them. Bam. Now you got some material. But wait, you need purple material. You go to craft, and then you go to others. Bam, just craft it up. I can make 1,000. Now I have 1,000 of the purple materials because I decomp green material. It's all useful. It all just scales upward. So you don't really have to worry about even getting the red materials. I can also just craft them. Stuff like that. So no stress. As long as you play the game, you find up stuff, just chump them. All right. Um, yeah, most common question is how do you blitz to 40? It is just quests. You just do all your quests. You do all your quests. By the time you're level 16, you can run Lone Tree for a lot of XP. What do I mean by this? You go to multi, you go to Lone Tree, and you're starting out 1. The first one, you have to do it solo because it's a tutorial. And then each one all the way up, you could probably do 15. Or you can do it up to 14 by yourself, theoretically. But there's always people that'll help you. This isn't really a guide about how to network with people. This is just how to optimize your beginning gameplay. But you get to Lone Tree, do as far as you can, and then you have 3 daily Lone Tree rewards. You see this right here? These 3 rewards, it gives you mass amount of XP. You just do them every day. Bam. An easy level, an easy couple levels, depending how far you get. Every 5 is a breakthrough. So 20 rewards are like 25 rewards are better than 20, which are better than 15. And after you do the 5 breakthrough, so let's say I beat 15, I don't need to do 16 to get the rewards, the daily rewards for, 15. I can do like 2. I can do 3 or 4. I can get a buddy and say, hey, let's go run 5 through 7. And it'll still give me the rewards for 15. So even though I beat 50, I just help people like in the 20s, 15s, whatever. It's easier. And I still get the rewards for 50. So incentive to boost your Lone Tree. And it gives massive XP. It's basically one of the easiest ways to get to 40. But other than that, you should do the story. You run through all. You just open up all your communities. By the game has like a big wall somewhere. I don't know if it shows on the map. It's technically like right here. It goes down this line, this black line right here. And half the map is closed off until you're like 20-ish, until you're like down here. And you do this quest and it opens up the wall. And then the rest of the map is open for you. And that's it. The quest should technically carry you all the way to like 35, and then the rest is grinding. You just clear houses, and it's pretty quick, to be honest. They shortened the amount of XP you need to level up significantly. Do community quests, do clear houses. You should be, like I said in the beginning, you should hit 40 in like a week of average playing. You also get these daily quests, really easy, and each one gives you like 100k XP. To give you a rough idea, level 39 to level 40 takes around 700k XP. So if I didn't play the game and only did my dailies for 2 days, I'll hit from 39 to 40 without doing much because these quests are easy. All right, moving on. Let's say you hit 40. What now? I don't know what to do. Like, I got level 40 gear and I can't level up any higher. And my level 40 gear isn't cutting it because zombies are level higher than level 40. So you see this recommended level 44, you see this recommended level 41. There are zombies that pass level 40 and you can't. In Rootlands, they're level 43. Everything's level 43. So how do you bypass this? You, like I said in the very beginning, you just upgrade your gun. So plus 15, I have a plus 9, scattered everywhere. I have some random upgraded guns, like here's a plus 11, here's a plus 12. Either way, upgrading weapons. Upgrading weapons takes a lot of resources and is expensive. I'll go through it one more time slower so I can show you guys. So just using my 15 for example, it takes 87 ERs right here and takes these 34 boxes. So I get boxes by decomping other SSR gear, red gear, and it'll just give me these boxes. So you find more of these, you decomp them, you can buy them on the market, you decomp them, and then you just, you chance the upgrade. These ER, this energy resource right here, you get it from killing basically any elite has a chance to drop it. Level 40 plus flowers and titans have a chance to drop it. The designated spot for spawns is the titan spawns right here. That's so I have a little teleporting spot right here. So when the titan spawns, I just teleport over, beam his ass, collect the resources. Same over here, the flower, level 40 flower or 36 flower comes over here, beam it, take the ER, easy. Takes you like a minute tops, very quick. And you're gonna need tons of ERs. Mila, I usually rely on Lone Tree. Just doing that Lone Tree daily, as explaining, gives me all the Mila I need. But if not, you just go back to Burns and you just sell some white stuff. Another way there's another video I made about Mila. Probably just check that out just to keep this one shorter. But the main thing that we're probably going to talk about is like when you're upgrading a weapon, I feel bad when people overinvest in just shitty weapons. Yes, you can calibrate. Yes, you can chance for a better substats to make your gun not shitty, for a lack of better terms, but it's unlikely. So this gun right here, I kept it because it is the meta gun. but if you read the substats, it sucks. Accuracy, recoil, knockdown. It doesn't do anything for you. This is literally surviving off its own high base attack power because it is the meta gun. So the things you want to really look for before you upgrade a gun is the substats because it does make a difference. So I upgraded this because you see weapon attack power, headshot damage, reload speed. These are like, what does this have in common with your skills? You know, the 3 skills I mentioned in the very beginning. Headshot damage, reload speed, damage. So that's basically what I mean by you should have good substats or good enough substats. They don't need to be max, they just need to be good enough to actually invest into it and then use it. And then my main gun, same thing, headshot damage, attack power to elite zombies. Would have preferred weapon attack power, but it's okay. It's the 17% headshot carries. You're not going to get an SSR right off the bat. You're going to have to walk your way up. Just to like even do the harder content to farm, you might start with, you know, an auto raid weapon. Like I didn't know, so I upgraded this random Krinkov. This is literally my first gun that I started playing with. So easy to create. This doesn't, like I can go make another one real quick just to show, but these, you know, it's just to get you from point A to point B. So I could start playing the game, I could start doing more content. This is just my base farming gun. And then after this, I started crafting AKs because AK is craftable. I'll show you. Crafting, there it is. It's all different variants. So craft it, and then, for example, bam, this kind of sucks. But eventually, when you craft one that's good, then you could start upgrading it. Or you should start upgrading it. But what do I mean by good? So I crafted this one, 14% headshot, 2 magazine. Good enough. Started upgrading it, and this carried. This is basically really good and usable for even endgame stuff. This is basically all you need to complete the whole game. And with this, I funded my other weapons, my other SSRs, because now I can farm more easily. So stages of progression, you really could just skip N grade gear. You could go to R grade, which is the green one, but purple, I'd say you shouldn't overinvest. I would say you would go to plus 12 and then stop, and then try to really focus on SSRs, the red gear, because to explain it, in the last patch a month ago, 2 months ago, they buffed these red guns. So what do I mean by that? If I have, oh man, all these kind of suck. I'll just use this one. All right, funnel experiment. Upgrade. So what I mean by that, you see the damage between this 2300 and attack power. This is 1800, like 1850. So if I, the first 3 are free. So you don't even need to worry about upgrading the first 3. There's a pity bar, you know, upgrade guarantee at the top, but if you fail, it takes half this percentage and throws into the bar at 100. It's guaranteed. So eventually you should, you know, pass the upgrade. So as you can see, it failed. It failed again. I'm at 50%. Failed again. I'm at 75%. And it passed. Okay, easy. So +5. All right, so we got this +5 and this. I just equip this just to show compare to. So you can see these two side by side. This +5 is the same or this +0 is stronger than this +5, even though it has way shittier substats, just raw damage. It is better, higher penetration, which is really good, and just higher base attack, and it costs you nothing. So that's why I say you shouldn't really upgrade an SR, a purple gun past 12. You should just convert to a red gun, because if we do the math, like the chances to get, let's say this gun right here, this +9 red gun is basically a +14 purple gun, and the chances to get a +14 purple gun is way low. So like if you just taking probabilities into accountability and into account, if I want to upgrade this 16%, 9 to 10, okay, doable. If I want to upgrade the same rates from 13 to 14 is the same as 14 to 15. Or no, the same rates as for 14 to 15 as to 15 to 16. So would I take 16% chance or would I take 1% chance? You're just gonna start burning so much resources for really no reason. So if you get a good purple, even like a +10 SR purple gun is good enough. And then it'll help funnel for for a red weapon. Okay. Next, it's like, how do you get an SSR gun? Step 1, do you have money? If not, I do not recommend spending money. Just farm. And what do I mean by that? Name of the game, crafting. You can craft all these guns. How do you get these blueprints? Like I don't really have craftable. Alright, so I got 130 out of 97 of MPW. So where did I find all these? I just found them by killing zombies and looting houses in harsh winter. It says right here, weapon blueprint fragments, armor blueprint fragments. You could farm your SSR weapons here with a good enough SR weapon. Alright? That covers weapon. That's what we're looking for, damn. This is just useless now. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Either way, next we move on to armor. A lot of guys and gals be wearing some random shit. Like, it's not that deep. You want to do damage, put damage on your armor. Like, they also, over the course of the game, they buffed the defense scaling. Like, same thing. A red armor is a +5 purple armor. So having a +0 is already a lot of defense. You're gonna take hits left and right and not even care. I kept it this low because it takes a lot of resources to upgrade any higher, and I'm lazy and I don't really care to live more than 3 hits on like end-to-end game zombies. I'm talking about like level 52 zombies. If I can survive at least 2 hits, I don't care. So that's why my armor's on the lower side. Most of my guild, they're up +10, +11. They're tanks. Side note. Either way, that if you want defense, just upgrade the armor. So why get defense substats? I mean, it's nice for PvP, but if you don't want a PvP, you might as well put damage on these, right? So first and foremost, your hat doesn't really need to be SSR. Could be SR. They have the same stats. Headshot. Max headshot percentage is 11. And then whatever gun you're using. I use submachine gun, so I have 4% submachine gun damage. I believe I have another example somewhere for SR on someone. I mean, this is still good. 8% headshot, 2% assault. The stuff you're looking for, stuff like that. Like 8%, 4% right here. Machine guns, 8, 4, 5%, 11% headshot, 3% shotgun. It's just stuff like this. The hat you could. Oh, okay, here it is. So right here, same. It just does missing that third stat line, but still has 11% headshot and 4% weapon damage for snipers. So you don't really need an SSR. You can craft. You can. I literally crafted this hat, so you don't need to buy or find or the hats. Moving on to chest piece and pants piece. Same thing. Highest percentage on SSR red armors is 5%. So I have 5% submachine gun, 5% submachine gun, 5% submachine gun. Right here is 15% submachine gun damage already. And then plus the hat is 4. So 19% head submachine gun damage. All to my damage. Armor, it doesn't really. If I needed armor, I'll just upgrade it higher. But it's whatever. For me, that's a personal issue. The next stat line, like a lot of people do like defense, so I have attack power to elite zombies instead because I want more damage. Because at the end of the day, I'm shooting zombies. I want to do more damage to zombies. Catch my drift? Your substats do matter on these. They all really do add up. So if I was shooting an elite zombie, so if we add it all up, 19% submachine gun, and then I got 3% right here, I got 5% right here. That like 5.5 and 3.3, that's around 9%. I'm 9 plus 19, I'm doing 28% more damage to an elite zombie just from my armor alone, not even my gun. So this is a big armor. Armor is a big contribution to your damage. Another thing players miss out on, if you're not doing it, you gotta do your collections. Like I said, how all small percentages add up. You got collections like this right here. Battlefield of Death. Assault rifle attack power plus 3%. I'm not assault rifle, so I skipped it. Same with shotgun. I'm not shotgun. I skipped it. And we keep scrolling down, scrolling down. Oh, actually, we go back up real quick. These, it's just a white weapon. End grade plus 5. Easy. These are easy investments. You saw me. I just made a plus 5 with a purple weapon. You can just do that 3 times with a white weapon and get 3% attack power bonus. Moving on, scrolling down, scrolling down. Where is it? I wish there was a search bar. Did I pass? I feel like I didn't do it. And basically, what I'm looking for is there's another attack power one for ARs and shotguns that I haven't done because it's not my weapon. Maybe I crit, stamina, HP, ammo, HP, ammo, attack, crit. Maybe I did do it. Either way, you want to get all the attack powers. Not this one. If it costs too much, like if it's cost telling you to put in SSRs, like this is a plus 8 SSR, you don't need to do it. I would say this is the very last thing you'll ever do in the game for a measly 1 or 2%. And what do I mean by that? If we look at this one right here, riot suppression, you're dropping 5 SSRs, which take you on average 6 hours of grinding, shooting zombies for 6 hours to get 1 SSR. So if we use that metric, 6 times 5, that's a 30-hour grind session to complete this for 1.5%. Like, use your time wisely. Just think about it. Are you down for the grind for 1.5%? But there's better options. Like here's this one. This one's 1%. You just throw in the weapon. Easy. Here's another Battlefield of Death. 1% assault rifle. You just throw in the 3 weapons. Easy. Shotgun, 3 weapons. End grade, easy. And stuff like that. So you're looking for attack damage, attack power to normal zombies, like all these. You can find all these. You can craft a couple. They're easy to come by, but they all add up. So you gotta double check your collections for anything easy to do or valuable. Attack power to elite zombies, important. Reload speed, important. Same attack power, attack power, attack power, or attack power. Normal zombie, elite zombie, normal zombie, stuff like that. So just make sure you do your collections. Another important one is this auto firing speed. So uh, this might be a little bit more rare to find, like the machine gun, but these auto firing speeds help across every gun. So that is collections, skills, armor, substats. I didn't really go over substats too crazy. There's been debate in my own guild where we said which one are the best substats. There's well around 5 or 6. I would say there's 6 of them that are really important. And if I have them, first and foremost, weapon attack. If I had to rank them, headshot damage into weapon attack power. Okay. Number 3, attack power to elite zombies. Number 4, I'd say mag size. The 4th most important is mag size if your gun shoots fast. If your gun shoots slow, reload speed. I think reload speed is better than mag size depending on how fast your gun shoots, but they're both about the same. So if I had mag size, I'd be happy. If I had reload speed, I'd be happy. You know, they're both really good. And then on 6th place, auto firing, how fast your gun unloads. I don't think I have one of those. Do I? Yeah, auto firing speed right here, 6 or 8.9. This is just how fast your gun shoots. You do more damage the faster your gun shoots. Plain and simple. I only put it super low because there are instances where you can't just keep holding down left click and shooting. You actually have to aim. So it's not like you're always shooting, holding down the trigger all the time. So, and if you miss bullets, you lose DPS. Well, that's just short and sweet of it. So that's why it's number 6 on my list. Everything else, garbage. Uh, I mean, if you take a look at it, it's like who needs recoil? Like you don't really need recoil. Same one. You don't need recoil. You don't need limb amputee probability. You don't need all that. It's just those 6. If your weapon has all 3, like 3 stats of those 6, it's great. If it has 2 of them, that's good. But even if it has 1 of them, it better be the top ranking 3 at a high stat, like a high percentage to warrant an upgrade. There's seasonal levels. You just, it's like PoE. It helps you out. You should do them. You should level up. I think like by level 50, you get most all the nodes. As you can see here on the right side, it's attack power to zombies 10%, attack power to elite zombies 3.3%. It helps out. Like small things here and there. All right, moving on. It's kind of long, but how to farm ERs and blueprints. I already showed you how to find blueprints. You get blueprints from Harsh Winter. You get blueprints from Twilight. Clear houses, kill zombies, short and swim. Short and simple. Because you need your shelter needs blueprints. Like I need these blueprints to upgrade my shelter. A bunch of random materials that I don't have, but I don't have them, so I farm them. And what do I mean by that? Like, here's my stash of red blueprints. I don't have 10 of any, but I have purple ones. And guess what I can do with the purple ones? That's right, we craft up. Because it doesn't matter if I can't find the red ones, I'll just craft the red ones. Simple. So eventually you'll get it, because when you're farming, you're mainly only gonna get like whites, greens, rare occasion. Like every other run, you'll get a purple, but usually whites and greens. As you can see, I have like 441 whites. If I craft them the green, I have 49 greens, and then it just keeps going up and up from there. Um, so that's blueprints for your shelter. Like I only have one of them maxed out. So there's that. If you end up getting to the very end and you see like shelters, like you're at shelter 9, do not worry about getting shelter 10. In fact, I think shelter 10's a scam. I only did it because I didn't know. You get this piece of shit right here. If you're not using a sniper, not using a pistol, this shit don't fucking matter. It doesn't even have a facility mod. What does that mean? Doesn't matter. That's how little it matters. All these buffs are only to your resident in one game mode. And in a game mode, no one really does. Like maybe like 10 people do. But doesn't matter. I rather not have this facility and keep my titaniums and my nanofibers. What I mean by that, these titaniums and these nanofibers can be converted into free SS, or can be converted into SSR gear to these red gear. You know what I mean? And then even if it has shit substats, you can crunch them down and use them as upgrade fodder for your armor, for your weapon. But you see how I only have 5 and 2, and it costed me 66 of each just to get to 10 for no real value. So weigh your worth. You can do it for a completionist mindset, or if you want to like upgrade gear and actually grind and make it further, just don't do it. Like this doesn't have enough value to warrant it. That's blueprints. Yep, you can craft SSR gears. Yep, get the little pieces. I guess I'll show you one. MP. What the hell? Oh, here it is. MPW. Craft. Bam. Now I got a blueprint. Now I go to weapons. MPW. No, AMP. Here it is. One titanium. One blueprint. Bunch of random stuff. Craft. Bam. This one's okay. I mean, I wouldn't keep it, but you know, it's if I'm not gonna use it, it goes into the grinder. You see, and then we grind it. Ooh, so now we have fodder for our weapon, and we have a calibration kit for rerolling substats. So, as I buy time, talked about Titans, farming ERs. How are you gonna farm ERs? You're gonna need a lot of them. Well, name of the game, you go Rootlands. Rootlands is one of the few places that always drops ER. You can go to Holotor, kill flowers. What do I mean? Holotor, if you're scared of dying in Holotor, because there are conflict zones, you go to Twilight Holotor to kill flowers, kill a Titan. They drop 5 each. Harsh Winter also has flowers and Titans, but they're higher level, so unless you can kill them quicker, I don't think there's much value, or like much value in your time, unless you're strong enough. Sad to say. But yeah, Holotor has the weakest flowers. You just go in, blitz it, minute tops, take your 5 ERs, rinse and repeat. That's how I got all my ERs. I'll just join the map, check if there's a flower up. If so, I'll go kill it, watch my back, and so that's how I have like 1200 right now. I just do that every day, or if I want to be really safe and I'm lazy, I'll just literally just sit here, wait for the Titan spawn, kill it, take my 2 to 3 ERs, move on. but everything nowadays drops ERs, from hordes to titans to flowers. Only if they're above level 36. Have to be level 36 or above. Okay. Alright, basically explain shelter. You should upgrade shelters except for Watchtower. We don't talk about Watchtower. You'll understand when you see it. Because there are all these passive buffs that help. Like you see this 2% submachine gun that I use. I mean, all these are 2% some kind of weapon. 3% sniper, 3% pistol, 2% sniper, 2% blade. So it's just good to level it up. I think 8 is a fine line. Anything more than 8, because you need these SSR blueprints. Don't stress about it. It's a long game. I'm not even there. I already told you how long I played. I'm not even at that point. I only got 1. That's it. So take it as you was. So I flashed them a bit, but here's residents. I have every resident because I'm an addict, and I enjoyed their story because they all come with a storyline, except for this fucker. I don't know why. They just neglected him. Stupid med student. Um, they are important solely because of this exploration. So you see this, you click on it, you click on their face, you register one of them, make sure they have, yeah, I mean, you want them to have this success probability chance. That's just their innate skill. So it gives them a higher chance to get double the drops. And then you select somebody, you hit 20-hour mark, and then you hit start exploration, and you don't think about it. You come back the next day, you reclaim all your rewards. Um, Sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you don't, but it's literally just passive farming. And other than this, there is the Mila mode with expedition. You send them off an expedition, put them in a car, and go around, kill stuff, get money, get items. But the other thing that's important for residents would just be these buffs at the very bottom. It's very small, but this is basically all the only other useful thing they have. So at the very bottom, you get the specialty buff that they give you, even if they're not in your team. So this lady, outpost registration, sucks. This one recovers upon using consumable, so your HP pots heal more. Upgrade cost 3% less, saves a lot of money. Attack power to zombies 1% from the doctor. Defense from Liam. Attack power to humans 1%. And all these are just passive buffs that you get from just leveling them to 40. So, other than that, they do, but depending on the character, they have specialty blueprints. So when I do the exploration, that 20-hour thing, this guy always drops a robotics. It's not always going to be SSR. It's just going to be random, but at least I get a robotics every day from this guy versus just a random blueprint. And it eases up on the amount that you need to farm. But it's still a long grinding game. So with that, that is the gist of all of Darkest Days, essentially. What you want to upgrade to, which guns you want to upgrade, armor, there's drip. You can change your outfit to whatever you want. You can be a doctor. I don't think you can buy these clothes anymore. You can be naked. You can be a maid. You can be other naked. Whatever this is. But yeah. So that's basically the rundown. If you're starting Darkest Days, welcome. If you stick around, bless your soul. So yeah, it is. Can't stress enough. It is a long grind. Just like this video, if you found it enjoyable or helpful at all, please like and subscribe. Hope we'll see each other in the raids. Bye bye.